A message from the management. Eating and drinking while viewing these videos is not advised. Please be aware you do so at your own risk. Hi guys, welcome back to Exposed, and if I'm welcoming you back and you like it here, I'd love it if you stayed and subbed. I look and sound like shit because I'm absolutely knackered. It's a good job I recorded in advance, because the past 3 days all I've done is sleep and watch crime programs on the television and fall asleep in the middle of the crime program. And it's like, I don't want to do anything, but I know I have to push myself to at least do one, so then I'm always ticking over. But what I like to do is go back and look at the comments on a video that I've done, just in case, to see if anyone's waking up. And this one got to me. First of all, I'm a mature woman and I love seeing you do makeup from start to finish. I learn from you. Also, your hair is beautiful. Don't know why someone would say otherwise. You are a shining light from the Lord. Really? Do you not think she thinks highly enough of herself without you blowing smoke up her hole? New York Fashion Week vlog. Gucci, ZARA, Versace, Anine Bing and new lipsticks. Is it an actual vlog? Has she filmed while she was there? Shall we jump in? I'll have to check about double speak.
Hey, I'm back from New York.
Hey.
Hey, I'm back from New York, and this is going to be one of those videos.
So it's not a vlog then?
It's
going to be one of them what I ate, what I saw, what I did, where I went, how many times I wiped my arse videos, isn't it? I wish I hadn't clicked now.
I forgot my light. I'm in my bedroom, of course, and I'm in front of my windows because it is rainy here, and I feel like I can get the best, most natural light. So, have you heard of Emily in Paris? Well, you're about to hear about Lisa in New York. It was an adventure.
Really? Who did that? Was it your editor? Made the whole thing? You outside of Gucci on a new Netflix show thing? How do you say it's complicated? Lisa in New York. "24 seconds. That has to be a record."
But I love it. So keep in mind, no matter what I say in this video, no matter the pain, this whole trip is surrounded by a happy face with heart eyes. I loved it. I cannot wait to go back. So, okay.
No matter the pain. You went on a fucking trip to New York? Something to do with Fashion Week and YouTube, and no idea what that was in aid of. Sorry. And already you're complaining.
I even brought an extra battery because I know we're going to need it. So I'm going to do this just like I do all of them and go through my photos in kind of a timeline, because if you are new here, hey, my name is Lisa and I just went to New York for...
Hey, my name is Lisa. I was going to do the comments and then I thought, no, I'll get a video done. And I went to see if anyone was on the naughty step. There was another one of them comments hidden behind 2 clicky things. It's like, some of these have got really bad language or something, so I clicked it. Are you sure you want to see it? It's like, for God's sake, just show the comment. And they said something about, I bet you won't show a close-up. Yeah, I have numerous times, and if you go to my other channel you can see my big fat face on there. And they went, and tell us your real name. How about you ask Lisa what her real name is?
A YouTube, I went for 3 different things. I went for a YouTube shopping New York Fashion Week event. I also
New York shopping. Shopping, 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 shopping. Shopping! When do you ever do anything other than? Oh, and I've got the dehumidifier going. It's that time of the year again, folks.
I went to meet with a cosmetics company to develop some lipsticks and some different makeup products. And then I also met with the ZARA representatives that I have been working with for a few years as a ZARA affiliate. So that was what I was doing, and I stayed 2 nights. So it was very, very busy. So let's start with and this is going to be what I wore, what I did, what I bought, because I tore up the Gucci store and a few places, what I ate as a carnivore traveling. I have been a carnivore now for about 4 years and 4 months. So I've got it down pat, and I can also tell you a few things not to do. And so, yeah, it's going to be just all of my adventures.
Oh, just get on with it.
New York this past week, and there's going to be some funny ones for sure. Okay, so I knew it's a quick flight, and I knew I was meeting first thing in the morning with my rep at the cosmetics company in New York. So I knew I needed to wear what I wanted to take to that meeting. I was actually going to have to take my luggage and everything to that meeting. Then I would go back into New York and get checked in and all of that stuff. But I'm the kind of person that I like to get my work done first, and I like to get my most important things done first. My wins for the day, wins for the trip, all of that kind of stuff. So I wore one of my Veronica
Does anybody else call it wins? I like to get my wins done first. I've never heard anyone else use that expression, only her. And why does she not look anything like herself in that picture? Oh, because we're not carrying around a filter box and all the rest of it, are we? She doesn't look like herself in that picture at all.
beard suits, which I promise you, if you buy one of these suits, you will never regret it. Just perfection. Comfortable, fits like a dream. I have them in 4 different colors. Matter of fact, my other ones are at the dry cleaners I need to pick up today because I think I'm going to wear one on my upcoming trip. So I wore my Veronica Beard suit with my silver Gucci sneakers, which are incredibly comfortable. I love Gucci sneakers.
They'd fucking want to be for the price.
I used my base BEIS luggage, which has been phenomenal. The best luggage I've ever had. I mean, I've never had, Rowenta or any of those like really high-end luggage brands, but this is the highest I've ever had, and I love it. There is a big, big, big difference. Love it. And then I took my Chanel DeVille tote. It's a large one, and loved it. Perfect. I had my cashmere scarf from J. Crew that
I am bored shitless already.
just showed you in there. And, it was perfect. Fit it on the plane. I didn't cram it under the seat in front of me. The flight attendant didn't ask me to. And I just loved it. So I'm so thankful that I got that sucker out and started using it, because even if it does get some scratches or something on it, I would rather know that I'm using it. So that was a perfect flight outfit. I just did my hair where I air dry it and wore it like that the next day. I saw a guy I went to high school with at the airport. That was so cool catching up with him. I used my new headphones, my Apple headphones that I love. And yeah, so that looks like it. So I landed at the airport and I ended up going into the MAC store. I thought, I want to grab Spice lip liner, Honey Love, and Velvet Teddy to have with me and to use as a reference when I get to the makeup place.
You're telling me that your first appointment was with the people that are going to be making your new lipstick line and you hadn't packed anything to reference? You already have them lip colours a million times over, and you didn't have them with you. You had to buy them again.
Because I had a whole baggie of lipsticks that I'm recreating and different products that I want to create in the future. And I thought I wouldn't mind recreating Spice, but in a formula that lasts a long time. So I went in there. The girl was real sweet and
So you want to copy Spice? How about you make your own colours?
helped me, and she smelled so good. And I said, "You smell so good. Do you smell like," or I said, "Are you wearing Baccarat?" And she says, "No, actually, it's a ZARA fragrance." And I said, "Well, do you know which one?" And she said, "Hold on, I'll tell you." And she said she was out of town somewhere and she found one. It's getting ready to come up in a few minutes. Actually, I just ordered it. It's the red currant. It'll come up in the conversation with the ZARA girls. I think it's the red currant. And she said, it's not the light one, it's the dark one. I just ordered it this morning so that I could try it, and it smelled so good. And when I ended up, I'll go ahead and say this, when I ended up talking to the ZARA reps, and they're not like in the store, they're like the big time, global ZARA reps. They said that was their best seller, and they said that they source their fragrances from really high-end places that actually do a lot of other high-end fragrances. So looking forward to trying that and just seeing how it goes. Okay, I
thought you said you tried it and it... Am I losing the plot? I don't know what you're talking about. You've lost me already. You got that close to some girl in Mac that you were sniffing her. Clarissa. And you wanted to copy her perfume. You do know it's not going to smell the same on you, don't you? Like the Clarins lip oil or whatever it was, debacle with the black lady, that you expected it to look the same on your fucking white lady lips. Anywho, have you not got enough perfume? I'm bored. I'm chairman of the board and it's 6 minutes. And this is at 1 hour, 26 minutes, 16 seconds. What did I do wrong?
hit the jackpot of jackpots. I'm checking my sound here. When I landed, my style traveling, especially alone, which I have to say, I love being with John. I love being with my family, but those are different. With John, it's more about romance, about what we experience together. With the family, it's about our family time, what we experience together.
Fuck off! It's about shopping. With John, it's about shopping. He carries the bags and nods. With the family, it's about shopping. They all follow you around the mall. Don't make out any of your trips are any fucking different. It's all about Lisa and shopping.
When I travel alone, I connect with myself on a very, very deep level. And I really...
What the fuck are you going on about? I connect with myself on a very deep level.
just love doing what I want to do, when I want to do it, in the moment. Absolutely no appointments except for these 3 events, and just going with it. So
don't you do that all the time?
When I landed, I went down and, pulled up my Uber app, and I did the Uber Black because I knew I was going on quite a little trip outside of the city, and I just really wanted a nice ride, all the things. Okay, this guy picks me up.
So she spent... I don't know anything about Ubers. I've never taken an Uber, so I don't know. So Uber Black is like American Express Black. It's the top level. You get a nice car and all the rest of it. An Uber Basic is just your local taxi firm. Is that what she's saying? But you'd never get an Uber Black when you're with the family or just John, would you?
His name is Shakib. I think he's from Bangladesh. And he picked me up in a new black Tesla and had a suit on, just so nice and just so enjoyable. So he proceeds to drive me out to my appointment, and he realizes that I've got my luggage with me, and we're talking about having Teslas and charging and all of those things. And he says, you know, when I get there, do you know what time your meeting's going to be over? I said, well, I really don't. I said, I cannot imagine it taking more than a couple of hours. He said, I'm just going to wait for you there if you want me to take you back to your hotel. And it was smart of him, because it was $200 without tip to take me to this appointment. So what he did is he just dropped me off. That way I didn't have to take my luggage in there. And he went and charged his car and kind of hung out, waited for me. And, you know, we texted back and forth, and then he took me to my hotel after that. So I thought that was I love that. I love that. I love it when someone is smart, above average, and he went and got me a 6-pack of Diet Coke. I mean, of course, I gave him the money. So just so thankful for him. He made my trip just so enjoyable.
I love people like that, smart and quick. Because you're stupid and slow. Anyone would have done the same thing. If you thought about it, right, it's $200 to drive her out here. I need to charge the car. How long does that take? I can have a bit of lunch and charge her $200 to drive her back again. Who wouldn't do that? Fuck's sake. Is it because you wouldn't have thought of doing that?
Okay, so let's go back to my pictures. Here he is. And I had on my Key sunglasses, which are my all-time favorite sunglasses, even above all of my designer sunglasses. It was they're called Still Famous, and it was a collab with Paris Hilton. I think I bought 3 to 4 pairs so that I will never be without them. And
3 to 4 pairs? Really? Plural with S's on? I might give you another 2 minutes.
And that is what I wore. And so I went in the facility. To my right was their lab, their little chemistry lab where they're, putting together everything. Then I went upstairs with my rep, and I'm not going to show too many pictures because I don't want to give too much away, but I'll put some in here. It was just fascinating. I got to meet with their lead chemist, who has been there over 30 years. I got to meet with one of the owners. She's young. I think she's the original owner's either daughter or granddaughter. I got to meet with her. So I got to I'd already gotten some of their products in the mail and been testing them out. You guys remember that was the lipstick that I had on in my brow laminating video. So I knew, and here's the thing, this is not our first company that we've been dealing with. It is probably about the 4th one. And I'm particular. I want what I want, or I don't want to do it. You know what I mean? I don't have a lot of extra time, but I do have passion. And that's what I want to use for this. I'm not just making it to make it. And they are so with me on that. So we were able to go through all of their formulas. I was able to show them, the ones that I wanted to do. And he told me how we get that, all of that good stuff. We also worked on
all of that good stuff. Why can't you tell us the interesting bits? You always glaze over the bits that people might find interesting and then delve in on the fucking minutia of stuff that will drive us fucking insane and put us to sleep. How do they make the lipstick? What do they use in it? Is it going to be vegan? Give us a clue.
I'm wearing one of the shadows that I am testing out. I'm wearing one of the cake liners. Remember the Chanel cake liner that I loved so much? And I told him, I said, every time I mention cake liner on YouTube, everyone says they just use a dark brown eyeshadow. And he was shaking his head. It's not the same. It's not the same. And I said, I know. I said, because you can't get the opacity and it will not stay on my eyes. And he was, going into that. I showed him the L'Oreal Espresso eyeshadow or eyeliner that I love so much. We're going to work on that. And it was just
basically, all she's going to do is make all the things that she likes. Will she ever go back then, when she's earned some money, if people buy this stuff from her? Will she go back then and make stuff that other people like? Or is it just going to be, what do they call it? I've said it before. It's going to be her passion project or something, isn't it? It's just going to be stuff she wants. And it's going to die a death and it's going to have costed her a fortune. But she'll say, oh, well, I knew I had to try it and I've done it now. Yeah, you put your fucking family in the poorhouse. But hey, who cares?
Amazing meeting. I will go ahead and just let you know I went ahead and paid. Things are in the works. It is going to be just fabulous. Now, it's going to be my brand, and so it's going to be very on brand. I don't like red lipstick. There's not going to be a red lipstick in my collection. It is going to be for those of you that genuinely like what I like. I'm not trying to leave anyone out, but like I said, I have to have a passion for what I'm doing, and I really do. It's going to be, I'm just so excited. I could have flown to my hotel just on good vibes for sure. So I was thinking this morning, I was getting so excited for this video. Did your kids ever do something funny or weird when they would get excited? Brooke's thing, when she would get real excited as a little kid, she would do this thing where she curled her tongue and would do this. And just, she was like so excited. Those of you that genuinely like what I like, I'm not trying to leave anyone out, but like I said, I have to have a passion for what I'm doing, and I really do. It's going to be, I'm just so excited. I could have flown to my hotel just on good vibes for sure. So I was thinking this morning, I was getting so excited for this video. Did your kids ever do something funny or weird when they would get excited? Brooke's thing, when she would get real excited as a little kid, she would do this thing where she curled her tongue and would do this.
Really? You just know I had to, don't you? She's really excited because she's actually gone ahead and done that, and she knows. I wonder what she's going to call it. Is it going to be Lisa D1, or is it going to be LLD1, or what's the line going to be called? And there we go. Like I said, it's all what Lisa wants, what Lisa likes, and to hell with anybody else.
And just, she was like so excited, she was just about to burst. And Will, to this day, both of them, Brooke doesn't do it that bad, but she'll say, I feel like doing this. Will has always, like, if you tell him something, like some really good news or something that he is excited about, it can even be a restaurant we're going to, he'll turn to the side and just kind of like take it in. And he might even like walk away and come back and then talk to you about it, So that's how I felt then, and that's how I feel right now today. In between those two times, there have been some ups and downs, so stay tuned. Okay, so yeah, just looked all around, just pinch me. And let me make a quick little announcement, because this is something that I said to a friend when I left there that afternoon. Follow your dreams, all of them, because you guys know my biggest dream ever was to be married and be a stay-at-home mom. Follow all of your dreams. Don't quit dreaming. Don't settle on the first 2 or 3 dreams. Just follow all of them. And here is the kicker. They will not happen like you think they will. They just won't. Like, all of these dreams and fantasies have come true for me. And
oh, aren't you fucking lucky? Really? Can I? Please, can I? Clueless. Fucking clueless.
Such a different way than I thought they would. And I wanted to make a quick announcement. Those of you that follow me on Patreon already know this, but let me make that announcement here. I am going to, how can I put this? My Patreon channel has been a phenomenal success. Not only just in every way. I mean, I told myself if I had one person and I enjoyed it, it was a success. And not only has there been more than one person, but I have enjoyed it more than I ever realized. And I did not know when I announced it and I started my Patreon that it is very, very difficult to do live videos over there. And that is where I feel like I open up the most, honestly, too much, but it is where we get the biggest connection. It is where to really connect with someone, you have to have their authentic, unafraid self. And that is what it has provided for me, along with much, much inspiration and just an unleashing of possibilities. Okay, with that said, it has not been easy. So I have decided to cancel that, and I'm opening a YouTube channel membership here. Down below, you will see a little join button that is available for you to join. It's the exact same amount that I did my Patreon, except for I think here on YouTube they do $24.99 instead of $25. I understand.
Oh, are you losing a dime? Oh, how terrible.
If you don't want to do it, I will be here on YouTube just like I always have been consistently for almost 16 years. So this does not change anything.
Why did they...
This is just...
Why was that on... What the hell was that? 240 or something? What? Why? It should be on the best thing. Sorry if the picture's been really grainy.
Extra. It's going to be extra content, and it is going to be an in-depth discussion. It's going to be midlife magic. And I noticed when I was doing my midlife magic lives here on YouTube, I was getting a little too deep and a little too... I don't want to just put all of my business and my feelings out on the wild, free YouTube. I want to know that the people I am engaging with are there for the right reason, and I want to be preaching to the choir, so to speak. I want to be with people that want to be there. And so that's what that membership provides. It provides a safe...
It provides you with $25 from everyone that joins is what it provides.
Safe feeling for me, and it provides a deeper connection, which is what I want. So if you would like to join that for some deep, safe conversations, then click the join button down below. And I'm going to be doing lots of content that will be very easy for you to see. It will be membership only. And I'm going to be transferring all of my Patreon videos over to this channel. And this will also give me an idea of the courses that I want to create first. Okay, so with that said, my biggest thing is time. Time. You just don't have enough of it. And I have so many things I want to do. So what I'm going to start off with my coaching, I am a certified life coach, even though you do not have to be in North Carolina. I did get certified, but I didn't need to be, because what I want to share with you is who and what I am. I am embodied in anything that I want to talk to you about. But that also could be how to be a successful influencer. That could be how to start a YouTube channel. It could be how to be successful on the carnivore diet. It could be how to find your personal style and be authentic within your style. It could
Really? How to find your personal style and be authentic. When you figure that out for yourself, then you can start telling others. All you do is copy what other people wear.
could be all these things. So what I've created is an hour session that you can purchase, that we can either do a Zoom meeting, we can talk on the phone, we can do and talk about whatever you want to talk about in this call, and this will give me an idea of what to create first, and it will help me connect with you.
Right, so we've got to pay you to talk to us for us to give you ideas what courses to make, to charge other people to what? I'm in the wrong game.
You on a deep personal level where I can connect with you, but you can also share with me in that safe zone. And so I'm really excited to announce both of those, and both of those will be down below. So there's that.
Both of those. Right, so there's a channel membership, and where's the coaching, phone you up, talk to you on Zoom bollocks thing? Join the channel. Don't see anything. Is that just the same as the YouTube membership thing? Another link to $22.99 for me. Really? No, thank you.
And so let's get back to, okay, pick me up with the Diet Cokes. Okay, here we are traveling through, and I love when I have a really good driver because I am me no matter where I go. I'm not trying to act sophisticated. I am not ashamed of saying, where are we? Is this where so-and-so, different.
Is this where Carrie in Sex and the City did so-and-so? Oh no, Sex in the City. Whichever.
Things. So if I have a really good driver, they're almost like a tour guide. So he was, showing me the different places that we were. And then this is where we were going through Chinatown, because that is one of my mom and dad's favorite places to go in New York. So I was taking pictures and videos of Chinatown to send back to my mom and dad. And I went there the very first time I went to New York with Sheila. She took me to Little Italy, Chinatown, all these different places. And okay, so here I am checking at my hotel, which was the Arlo Soho on Hudson Street. So it's in Hudson Square. So I checked in about 12:52, and my room wasn't quite.
I checked in around 12:52. We don't need to know the exact time, Lisa. I checked in. That's all we need to hear.
Ready, but that's fine. I was used to that. I am used to that. I usually check in.
Oh, my room wasn't ready. The red carpet hadn't been rolled out. There weren't people sprinkling petals everywhere I walked and blowing smoke up my ass. Don't they know who I am? Fuck's sake.
Right around 3. And so they had a great restaurant that I went to, and I had them sit me next to the window because I am a passionate people watcher, and I just wanted to take it all in. And, I had on my suit and everything still. And this is a restaurant. I took a few little pictures, and then I had their cheeseburger with, I think it's provolone cheese. It might be white American.
We don't fucking care, Lisa. Jesus Christ on a motorbike. You eat the same shite every day. We don't need to know what the cheese was. I couldn't give a flying fuck what you ate. Are her subscribers really enjoying this? Oh, right. Oh, yeah. I might have it with that cheese.
I added bacon and a fried egg. So good. Then, and a Diet Coke, a bottled Diet Coke. Okay, here is my room. You guys, that was a small room. It was very similar to the room I had when I went to New York last year.
I'm not sure how much more of this I can put up with, folks. It was a small room.
With ZARA, but this one didn't even have like a little sitting area or anything. That one was small, but it was so nice. I loved it. This one was very nice, very shishi, vibey hotel, but I cannot even really show you with these pictures how small it was. Okay, with this picture, I'm standing in the hall. I had to open the door and stand in the hall to show you this picture.
Oh, really? Did you? I've got lip gloss on, otherwise I can't do the full blub 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 thing. What is your fucking problem? You're going to be out doing, eating, come back, sleep. The only space you're going to be taking up It's the bed. What does it matter how big the fucking room is?
And so here is my one countertop in the...
Oh, my fucking heart bleeds for you. Only one countertop. Oh, did they not know they had fucking royalty visiting?
The whole room that I had to put my caboodle and all of skincare and all of that stuff. But the bed was very, very comfortable. And you see my little closet hanging area on the top right there with the umbrella. Okay, here I went and stood on the other side of the bed, like butt could have been touching the window. It was so close, and showed you the rest of the room. And then I had my large and my small suitcase. So I had to unpack my large one and then pack it away because there was no room for it. And then I left my other one kind of open. And
so if you're going to want to leave your fucking suitcases wide open on the floor, it's your own fault. Most people unpack.
So here are the shoes that I brought. This is gonna be the biggest part of the story. So I'm gonna be getting up and down a lot here. This is actually a phenomenal adjustable. Yeah, I probably should adjust it up higher, but a phenomenal Walmart dress that I got. It's available in several colors. I hope it's still available. It's got pads in it that I don't know if you can take them out, but I left them in there so I would not have to wear a bra. And so let me back up and get these shoes and tell you the story. Okay, I'm gonna leave my chair back a little bit. I was going to this, and then next week, Friday, I'm going to the Like to Know It style conference that I've gone to. I think this will be my 6th year going. And so I've been buying all these things and have all this stuff in my head and the different looks that I love to get inspired and recreate a look. You guys know that. So I had found this look that I wanted to create, and I believe the girl has on some Gucci heels, kitten heels, with some jeans, baggy jeans, and just a strapless kind of like a vest top. So I found these Steve Madden lookalikes. And honestly, guys, these shoes are beautiful. They are comfortable. It's comfortable. Okay, when I say this shoe is comfortable, don't think they're going to be like a sneaker or a flip-flop or a flat, but for the look that you get with this, they are very, very comfortable. I ordered my true size. What makes them comfortable, probably, this is a little bendy, and because this strap has like the stretchy, it makes them comfortable when you walk. So keep these babies in mind. And then I also got these for that same type of look. It's basically when you're wearing long pants and you want that exaggerated pointy toe to come out, and
So you didn't already have pointy-toed shoes that you could have worn. You had to buy more. Do you not see this as a sickness, Lisa? Really? You have 8 closets full to the brim of your stuff, yet you need to buy more. You see somebody and you don't think, oh, I'll walk around the house and check my closets and see if I already have that.
You want it to look like you have on high heels, but you're cheating a little bit and you have on a kitten heel. I don't particularly like, I shouldn't say never. I don't typically wear something like this with a skirt or a dress, but I think that they are really good for that look, that high fashion, cool girl, model off-duty look with a good exaggerated pointy toe hanging out. Okay, so this is where it gets kind of dicey. So here's a picture of the shoes I took. I did not end up wearing...
What's dicey about a pair of shoes?
Wearing the YSL flats. What are they? The YSL Tribute flats. I haven't worn those yet. I keep taking them and I don't wear them, but I will. Okay, I took my Dior t-shirt, didn't wear it. I took some extras and I was glad I did. Okay, here I am standing, showing you the room, how much room I...
Let it fucking drop, Lisa. If you want a big room, fucking book the penthouse and stop fucking moaning.
I had when I put my suitcases out. You couldn't even walk. Okay, so now it was 2:04, and I had the rest of the day to just explore. I would say my favorite place in New York so far is downtown. It's Soho, Greenwich Village, just that whole Green Street, Broadway, all of that shopping. That's where I feel the most.
All of that shopping.
Like, this is where I should be. You know what I mean? Like, when John and I went to Midtown and we were just on Madison Avenue, I did love it there, and I planned on going there, but you'll hear what happens. I'd like it there too. It's just a different feeling. So I set out and loved this outfit. It is a pair of jeans that I have never worn, that I love. I loved every minute of having these jeans on. They're Margiela jeans. They're very much Tamara Kalinick inspired. They are a couple years old, but I don't care. I loved them. I can't wait to wear them again. They have the slit.
They're a couple of years old, but I don't care. Do you not see this picture and see how fucking sad it is that you've copied absolutely everything that that girl was wearing? You haven't even tweaked it.
Slits on the side. They were copied a lot of times. I have on a vest. Not a vest. It's a strapless, what do you call that? It's almost like a tube top, but it's out of like a polyester material. It's probably from last year from ZARA, and these shoes. And the only purse I took besides my tote was this baby. Remember her? This is like grandma here. This is my much loved, much used, highly recommended Chanel 19. I think it's.
I'm sorry, I just can't imagine her tiptoeing around New York in her oversized jeans and her kitten heels and her top that she probably spent the entire time fucking fidgeting with and pulling up, with a stupid Chanel bag on her arm. Has she not just got a big fucking neon sign pointing to her head saying, "Rob me"? I don't know what I'm doing.
It's the first one I got. It's in not the very largest size, but I have another one, the white one. I have a smaller, a glorious pocket on the back. And I had already, my friend Tracy reminded me of this bag. I was going to just take the tote everywhere, but look at this. Shoes fit inside. I never go anywhere without emergency shoes. Never. So either in the car or in my bag, whatever. Or I just plain old wear, comfortable shoes.
So you have dirty shoes in your Chanel handbag?
So here's where it gets fun. This kind of dictated some of the rest of the trip. So here I am showing you my outfit. I mean, put some honey love on, step outside. And I mean, I could have, like I said, I could have just bounced like Tigger everywhere. Here I am taking a video of my outfit. These are the exact thoughts in my head. Oh my God, I love this. I love being here. It feels so good. It was like fall feeling. The sun's out. I'm just like, oh my God, this is too.
Filming herself walking down the road. I'm just waiting for some New Yorker to shout something at her. Really? Who does she think she fucking is?
Too good to be true. I'm really into enjoying every single moment like that. So I'm walking down to the end of the street. I see a sign that says pizza right down from my hotel. Come to find out there was a pizza that way and a pizza this way. I get to the corner and here are two girls. And I stopped and asked them, I said, I want to go to where all the designer shops are. I said, should I? They were like, oh yeah, you need to go to so-and-so. I said, should I walk there or should I call an Uber? Okay, they told me to call an Uber, but they told me it was only about a 15-minute walk. So I was like, I want to walk around. I love being here. I'm going to walk around. So
She's walking around on her own in New York. Right, now, for those of you that live there, because I know there's a good few of you that do, or live near it, or you've been there on holiday, or whatever, I am in no way trying to degrade New York. I would tell her the same if she was walking around like a big fat fucking pigeon in London with her designer bag and her fucking sunglasses, filming herself, loving the day, asking strangers, I want to go shop at all the expensive places. Where should I go? Really? The fact that she's got there and got back in one piece is astounding. She's just asking to be taken advantage of. I just can't with her.
I get out the little app. No, I didn't even get out the app, the map. They told me, walk down so and so many blocks, turn right, and then you're going to go across all this stuff. Okay. I started walking, loving life, taking pictures of the schools and just, I passed Shake Shack. I thought, I'm going to go back there. I never saw Shake Shack again. I don't know where I was going. And so I'm walking along. Oh, there's a McDonald's. I'm thinking I'm going to go back there, get a large Diet Coke. I sit down for a little bit because I do love that. And no matter where I am, I like to sit down and kind of just take it in. And I'm starting to see like people walk by that are really, I can tell that they're there for Fashion Week. And I know that typically you're not going to see like high fashion and everything until the events start later in the week and usually later in the day.
Lisa, do you not know you shouldn't be taking pictures of people on the street? One, it's rude, and two, it's illegal. You're now showing it on your channel. Did you ask them did they want to be on the fucking Lisa show?
But I still loved seeing everyone there. So here I am, I get to the Gucci store and I go in, and that is when I connect with Cara at the Gucci store. It was another one of those sales associates that when I walk in, they just come to me and we connect immediately. Well, it was the first.
When are you getting married? Really? We connect. She's getting worse by the day, isn't she? And then she's got that fuckwit telling her she's a ray of light from God. What? And she's only got 39 thumbs down. I don't get it. I don't understand. Is this what people are aspiring to be now? Empty-headed fucking shopaholics. Tiptoeing around, taking pictures of graffiti.
First store that I walked in, so I knew I probably wasn't going to get a lot because I'll be honest with you, I thought I was going to get something for my birthday and maybe a little something else just as a memento for my trip. And I thought I was going to do that the next day at maybe Bergdorf, because I don't know if you remember, but when I was in Miami, I bought my mom a Goyard bag and she loves it and it's green. Well, now my dad wanted me to buy her the red one, and I knew they had a Goyard in Bergdorf. So that was my big thing, is I was going to go to Bergdorf the next day and, see the Dior rep I've been working with and just do it up. And that way I wouldn't be walking around so much, yada, yada.
Do it up? What does that mean?
So I snap a couple of pictures. I see a bag that I love. I connect with her. She gets my text and everything. And here's some more girls. It was a lot of young model. I bet some of the models were there. Oh, God.
How do you know they're just not normal fucking New Yorkers going to and from work?
Gosh, this collection from Kendra Scott. Have you seen that with all of the, like, I think are they leopards or jaguars? Looked at this in the
Oh, at least take the time to fucking find out.
window. Thought about getting the ring, and I thought, I wish I would have gotten the necklace. I wish I would have gotten the necklace. But remember, I'm just getting out, and I was trying to pace myself. So still loved. They had Halloween jewelry in there. So I'm walking. Okay, I go in the Ferragamo store to see if they had any cool shoes with cool heels. He shows me this that they're bringing back. It reminds me of the Ferragamo Pucci days. Love it. Wasn't really anything in there that I wanted. Okay, here's the girl in the corner with her photographer. She probably was not crazy about me taking her picture, but...
Exactly! Has the penny finally fucking dropped?
If you're on the corner getting your picture taken in New York, I think that's fair game. I was going to ask her, but I didn't want to interrupt her. So just all the things going on. Okay, here I am at 3.
Fair game.
$13, and I've changed into my comfy shoes. And that is these shoes that I bought years ago. If you've been here, you remember them.
No, we don't.
Some killer Gucci flats. Look at this, okay? Would you not think this would be okay? So I put these on. They had fit right in my purse and proceed to go about the day. This bag is so good, crossbody, everything. Okay, I'm loving all the big billboards. There's a Ralph Lauren, a Chanel. Here's a little model girl that's walking in front of me. I took a picture. Okay, then I go to the Chanel store and there's a wait. So I'm looking around. I wanted to see if they had the long classic Chanel necklace.
A long necklace.
With black beads. That must have been a one-time thing because every time I ask for that, they don't have it. Then I had gotten an ad from Chanel where the girl is wearing a cuff. And I saw on the runway shows that they had the 2 cuffs, the Chanel cuffs on, and I just love that look. She showed it to me, and one cuff was like over $2,000. And I told her, I said, I'm not trying to say it's not worth it. I said, but it's not worth it to me right now. So she understood. I said, I would rather just put that money towards a bag or something, you know? And so here I am. I took a couple of pictures in there. Okay, I leave there and I go into Sunglass Hut. And I had a really...
You've got a fucking Sunglass Hut in Wilmington. Why do you need to go to Sunglass Hut in fucking New York? It's like going to McDonald's in New York and expecting it to be different. It won't be.
Really good time in there. To me, it's all about the help that I get when I walk into a place.
Are you not fucking capable of helping yourself? You have to have your minions down on bended knee. What would Madam like to see today?
Do I connect with someone? Are they into it? For instance, I walked into the Nike store and I wanted that magic moment like I had with the Valentine's Day dunks, which were one of my best purchases ever. And so I did the exact same thing I did when I was in Dallas when I got those. I walked up to the girl at the front, young girl, and I said, I want to see your latest and greatest, most fabulous, on-trend pair of sneakers. And she looked at me like this. She said, and so it made me I said, last time I asked this, I ended up getting the Valentine's Day dunks. I'm trying to give her some reference here. She said, well, if you go upstairs, there's a table of just different collections, and there's only one size left of most of them. So, that to me is like she just threw a bucket of ice water on me.
Can you tell me what her name is so I can go and shake her hand? She obviously saw you for what you were. I'm here and I've got loads of money and I just want to buy stuff. and I want you to pamper me. And she was like, fuck off. I'm on a double shift. I've been pushed aside for dinner. I haven't eaten since yesterday, and if you don't get out of my way, I might eat you. Why can you not walk around a shop and fucking look?
I'm trying to give her some reference here. She said, well, if you go upstairs, there's a table of just different collections, and there's only one size left of most of them. So, I mean, that to me is like she just threw a bucket of ice water on me. Like, I'm over it. I don't want to go upstairs. I don't want to see. You're not going to have my size. I'm an 8. They're always sold out. You've just ruined it to me because it's about the experience to me. So I left there, and then I went to Sunglass Hut. And I typically I wouldn't go in Sunglass Hut when I'm out of town just because I have one here, and I've got so many sunglasses I love. But I had gotten so many compliments on those key sunglasses everywhere I went. A lot of guys, I mean, fashionable guys. And so I walked in with those sunglasses on, and he said, can I help you? It was a really nice, tall guy. I don't know where he was from. And I said, I would like to see sunglasses that are kind of like this. So we tried on, it was 2 guys and a girl that helped me. We had so much fun. And I tried on many, many sunglasses. There was this one Fendi pair that I really liked, and I said, I think I have those. I said, I think I do. And sure enough, they were the Fendi ones I bought last year, and I wore to the LTK Western night, but the ones there were a prettier color. They were kind of like a lighter color, but I wasn't going to get them again. So the ones I ended up getting are...
I wasn't going to get them again.
Versace's. Oh, let me get them for you. Hold on. Okay, here's my bag. I told him, I said, I'm traveling. I really don't need those big boxes. And he said, well, we have to do it in case you return them. So I will probably get rid of these boxes. Let's see. Okay, these are Celine because I am a savvy Sunglass Hut shopper, and I know that they typically have a deal where you buy one pair and you get the other pair half off. And the ones that weren't included, what was that brand that wasn't included? I can't remember what it was, but I got 2 really fabulous pair. The first pair
Pairs
are very, very similar to are they Key? They're inexpensive. They're the ones I got that are pink shields, but they have silver. I wore them in Atlanta when I went with John. I love those sunglasses. So if you don't want to pay up for these, but you want a similar look, then get those if they're still...
I hate how I paid up for that. Stop saying paid up.
Available. Here is the case. These are so
Cute
fabulous.
case.
When I put these on, it was over because these are the same look, but with the gold. These are Versace's. So the little Versace stuff with the gold.
That's not screaming, I like designer goods. She sure isn't. What is it? What was the new thing they were saying? Quiet wealth or something, whatever that was. She sure ain't that, is she?
I love this style. I love that they have the nose piece so that they don't sit on my cheeks. And I love that you can see my eyes through it because these are perfection for an outdoor wedding, an outdoor party, for the event, poolside events and stuff that I go to, for meetings. Like I'm getting ready to tell you, when I meet with the ZARA girls, we all had our sunglasses on. People can still see my eyes. It's my favorite. My absolute favorite. I love pink and they're over the top. I love wearing things that are different and they're perfection. So I got these. It was no doubt about it with these. And then they did have a new brand, Ferrari. They had some pretty ones too, but nothing I really, really had to have. And then these Celine, I got half off because of course you pay for the most expensive pair and you get the second one half off, but that's still good. These were also available in a different color with silver, but I love the gold. There's the Celine, is at the Triomphe symbol there. And these are just badass. Very, very chic Terminator. I love them. They'll look better with my hair down today. Last night I didn't get home till later. John had dinner ready for me. I had to post my guest model video that I did a collaboration with Ulta, and I didn't get to take a shower until late, so I couldn't let my hair naturally dry. So it's a little bit frizzy.
I had to post my guest model video. Did you film it then? No. So why didn't you have it scheduled?
But anyway, so I put it up. I love these. Just very, very cool girl chic, very sporty, very different. I mean, just nice sunglasses like this. They're just like jewelry. And you guys know I will wear a cheap pair of sunglasses in a heartbeat. I just told you my favorite pair are Key, but I do have an appreciation for these nice sunglasses. And, you know, if you haven't heard, I'm selling some of my pre-owned loved items on my website now. It's just going to go on. Why am I not being able to? Okay. It's just going to go on forever. My daughter, Brooke, and Will is helping her some, John's helping her some, but they're running it. And so Brooke comes.
They're helping her some. How? How difficult is it to take pictures and write descriptions and put it up on your website? Really?
Over and helps me and just posts different things, and I've got a rack that I hang things on for her to post. So I'm going to go through my sunglasses soon, and I'll be posting some of those on there. And okay, so then after Sunglass Hut, I'm feeling good. I'm feeling fulfilled, but my feet are hurting. I'm starting to realize, wow, these shoes really aren't comfortable. And I feel like I may be going to get a blister on my feet. Okay.
Oh my gosh! Not a blister! Maybe you should have wore one of the 10,000 pairs of sneakers that you bought recently for comfy shoes, huh?
Hey, I can't tell you the last time I had blisters. I don't do that anymore. If you will notice, I will pay up for a pair of sneakers, a pair of comfortable dad sandals, flats. That's what I have enjoyed spending money on. For heels, you'll notice Steve Madden, Dolce Vita, Jeffrey Campbell. I'm not investing as much money in high heels because I have learned you're not going to wear them. They're not worth it. They're going to tear up your feet. You're too old for this. You have been there, you have done that, and you're not doing it anymore. So, okay, I'll leave.
That was all you had. How about when you went on your shoe journey and you bought all them high heel shoes and the rock studs and all the rest of it? You telling us that you didn't wear them then? You just bought them because you had to have them, and then they got... Wow.
Leave there and I see ZARA. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to go in this ZARA. It's the same ZARA that I went in for the Barbie event. So it's kind of, I think it's like my third or fourth time going to that ZARA. I love it. I end up getting, let me get my stuff. I'll be right back. I saw these, and for some, you guys know I love watches. As soon as I saw these, I was so attracted to these earrings. And this was probably one of the first things that I, held on to. And then when I got up to the counter, I thought, is that ridiculous? Am I really going to wear these earrings? And the lady beside me said, those are so cool. You have got to get those. So I did, because I felt like if I was instantly drawn to them, then I should get them. So that was, you can see I took a picture here. So that was one thing. And then purchase of a lifetime. I got these pants. These pants saved me. I got these black ones. They're this nice but thin. These are going to be summer fall pants. They could be all year for me, or if you wore tights under them, we can still get away with them. But the coolest pair of pants that do this at the bottom.
They do this at the bottom. Miss Fashionista, what does do this? I like the look of them, actually.
I love this because this adds that little ding, that little spice that makes you have style. It shows off whatever shoes you have on. It makes them different, and I love it. I've had something like this before in the gray, but they didn't have the cuffed bottoms. I will say I placed a huge ZARA New York inspired order this morning. I did get the ones that aren't cuffed at the bottom to wear with other things, just because I love this whole weight and the flow of this fabric so much. So they did have matching little halter tops too, but I knew it was a pretty skimpy top, and I knew that wasn't what I was going to do with it. So I got the dusty purple pair.
Them.
Love them. Wore them to breakfast. Wore the black pair, I think twice.
You bought them and wore them, really? Did you?
See. Then I got this really pretty gray vest. Just the perfect,
You've got how many waistcoats? And you've probably got one that looks identical to that.
Suiting color, because I love wearing a vest. That's one of my favorite things. I haven't done it in a while. And then this is much like I told myself I was going to try this on. That's why I wore this dress. Much like the ones I showed you in my Friday haul. I'll put that up here. But this I thought was look at that color. It's like, I wonder what they even call it. I got the medium. It's 109. What a statement piece. Okay, this is going to give you that 3D flower that's so popular. It's that color. It's the color that's so popular, that burgundy wine color. Okay, so here it is. Look at that.
Cute.
Look how it brings out the color in my cheeks. You guys, this is what it's all about. Style does not have to be expensive, although I love luxury things. But you will see that some of the things that I love the most are a Walmart dress and this ZARA top. Just amazing. And then what else? Okay, then I was up at the counter checking out. The guy was real nice. ZARA kind of has that reputation for being grouchy at the counter. They were so nice. I had two guys helping me, and the lady beside me had these jeans. And I said, oh my gosh, they are so nice. And she said, aren't they? They were right up at the front. So right then I looked back, and that line was, it was like 25 people deep. And I said, can I get those exact jeans in a size 6? I'm so glad this didn't work out. And so he calls to somebody. He said, if you'll go stand over there, there'll be...
What's that? Really? Fuck's sake.
Bringing them up in 5 to 10 minutes. And I'm thinking, okay. I stand over there. Meanwhile, my dogs are barking. My feet are just at this point, I'm thinking, wow, I have messed up. I have really messed up my feet. I look down. They don't look too bad, but I know it. And so nobody ever brings my jeans. So I go up, ask a girl. She doesn't know what I'm talking about. Finally, I find them. Thank goodness, because when I held up the 4s, they were huge. I ended up getting the 6s, and I tried them on that.
The 6s were too big. I ended up getting the 4s, and they were perfect.
That night, so I could take them back. You guys, these jeans are what dreams are made out of for us iconic, stylish women over 40, and even, of course, younger than that. But
you're over 50. Us iconic, stylish women, really.
Look at these. There's nothing on the back, and they're fabulous. The fit is fabulous, everything. I got size 36, which is a 4. They were $109, and the embellished...
Is that what are they $109 for them jeans? And it was $109 for the jacket. Zara's getting pricey.
Mid-rise straight. Pure perfection. Look at the little silver studs. So they're fancy, but it's not like the crystals. I like that stuff too, but it's not like the crystals or sequins or mirrors or anything else. It's a little nod to the Western look that is so popular, I would say. A little bit of, what was that thing when we grew up, the bedazzler? A little bit of that. You need them. And I'm so glad that I bought them there and didn't order them and get a 6, because I would not have been able to wear them. So order your smaller size.
No, Lisa. I thought you'd learn. It's not your smaller size. It's your size. It's the shop that's got different numbers. When are you going to learn? And had you bought them online, you could return them and get a smaller size.
When you get these, we all know there's, we have a small size with ZARA and a bigger size, and they are must-haves for sure. So about the time I left ZARA, I was thinking, oh no, my feet are so messed up. But I knew there was one more place I wanted to go, and I am not a quitter. So I asked her, where is the Anine Bing store? Because I knew I wanted to get a Quinn blazer. Remember my one that I wore to death last year, but it's the heavyweight one. It's almost like a coat and a blazer combined. I wanted the regular Quinn blazer. So I head out to the Anine Bing store. I think I went the wrong way. I mean, it's getting worse and worse. And you know how walking in New York is not like it's not like walking my neighborhood. It's not like walking in Atlanta or Dallas the sidewalks are uneven. People are walking so fast. I was like trying to keep in the right lane. If I felt them coming up behind me, I would just stop and let them pass me and all of that stuff. And so
And you stood out like a sore thumb, and it's a wonder you got home in one piece. That's all I'm saying. It would have been the same in fucking London. She'd have been shoved into the fucking road if she was dawdling and farting about.
So I'm trying to keep up. I'm trying to keep up the whole time, but I'm in pain. I'm thinking, at that moment when you have really messed up, I knew it. So I go in Anine Bing and I get the black Quinn blazer that I love. She brought out the green one too, that classic khaki. It was too green for me. I'm not saying I won't eventually get it, but I didn't like it on me at that moment, and I wanted the black one. And
I'm not saying I won't eventually get it. If you don't like it, you don't like it. Really? I bet your blazer closet's about ready to fucking explode now, isn't it?
this is the small. So it is the oversized style. If you don't like that, you will not like this. If you do, and this is the thing. Okay, this is the kind of blazer it is. Watch. See how it just slips on? It's not like this and like this. Slips on. It's like,
what the fuck is she going on about now? Most blazers slip on.
hello, lover. It's like just a moment. So no regrets. I love it. I love it. I love it. And then the girl was checking me out. This is funny. Embarrassing, but funny. The girl was...
Right, here we go. Brace yourselves. This is funny.
Checking me out. Not checking me out, but you know what I mean. I was paying. And so I looked down. She got some really cool jeans on. They were kind of like those Gap ones, the 90s ones that split at the bottom. And I noticed she's got a really cool boot coming out. It's the real pointed, exaggerated toe with a seam up the front. And I look, and it's got a kitten heel. And I said, what boots do you have on? She says, oh, they're these. And she shows me. I said, do you have those in an 8? So I go sit down. And as I'm sitting down, I'm thinking, my feet. I took my foot. You know how it is. I took my foot out. And it's kind of like when you have heels on, you can't take your foot out because you might not be able to get it back in. Or when the earring is killing you, the clip-on earring, you can't put it back on. It was kind of that kind of a moment. So she comes out and she says, I think these would look great on you. And they were so pretty. It was the same boot, but in the patent, and they're the sock kind. No zipper. You have to put, and you know how the ankle looks like this big? I just looked at her. At first I said, I'm going to need a footie. It was before I saw them. I said, I'm going to need a footie because my feet are probably sweaty. She brought those shoes out, and I looked at that little ankle thing. I said, there is no way I'm getting my foot in there. I said, I'm so sorry, because I felt bad because she had gone and gotten them.
I'm going to need a footie. Is that what you call them over there? Is it not a sock?
I said, but if I do get my foot in there and I can't get it out, I will have to cut those off because I am somebody that freaks on stuff like that. So I didn't get those, and at that moment, I knew I needed to get my butt back to the hotel. And let me see. Oh, no, I wasn't done. I wasn't done. I asked her where I could get some pizza. You know, I wanted to get some New York pizza. So I'm still in Soho. It's 6:46. I go to this classic pizza place and I tell him I wanted just 3 slices of like a meat lovers or something. I said, I tell him I'm just going to eat the top. I'm not going to eat the crust. And so this is what he gives me. I don't know what that meat is. It's some kind of sausage. It was so good. I was tearing it up. I was loving it, watching everybody walk by. Let's just say I paid for that all night long, but it was somewhat worth it. So here it is. What is it?
I was tearing it up. Do you know what's a shame, Lisa? Something you haven't got, but you can't buy it. It's class. You might have the Versace fucking sunglasses and the Chanel handbag, but you'll never have class.
Sicilian, nominated Best Sicilian Pizza in New York. So, okay, I get back to my hotel room, and you see this light right here that's on by my bed? I could not figure out how to cut that light off. The bulb wasn't the type you could unscrew.
Turn it off.
It was kind of like made into it somehow. The cord was like made into that wood. I
made into it.
Flicked every switch in the room and I was already in my pajamas, tired. Okay, let me just tell you this. I had to take a shower. I wanted to save my hair for the next day, but I had to take a shower. Oh, I haven't even mentioned that I went in Sephora. I did go in Sephora when I was out. I had forgotten.
Don't you know you could put your hair up in a ponytail and keep your head out of the spray of the shower and not have to get your hair wet? Are you not big enough to understand that yet?
My Rare Beauty, the illuminating primer, I accidentally threw it, what was left, away when I did my empties video. I had forgotten my heat protectant, so I bought one of those. I had forgotten, okay, it was the primer, the heat protectant. Oh, and I did not think my hotel had a shampoo and conditioner, and I did not bring one. It did. But so I got a little travel, I think it was like a points kit of Moroccan oil. So I go in there and I'm like, I got to take a shower. I've just got to suck it up and I just have to use my wand. And when I got in the shower, it felt so good. Oh, and I forgot wipes and I didn't have a cleansing balm. So I bought a little Elemis.
Really? Why don't you have miniatures of all the stuff you use in your caboodle ready to go at a moment's notice, seeing as though you've got money to waste? Instead of running around remembering to pack things because you're like a headless chicken, you don't remember anything.
Cleansing balm. The water pressure was so good. It felt so good, but my feet were burning and stinging like you would not believe. I have blisters. It's the right foot mostly. 1, 2, 3, 4 blisters. Across my toes. They were the big, crazy looking water blisters until they burst. The bottoms of my feet were pure burning and swollen. I put on lots of like foot cream and stuff that night. Could barely put my socks on. They hurt to even put under the covers. And I had my main event the next day wearing heels, which was, I didn't have any other, I should have just worn my flip-flops and not matched. I did take my Dolce & Gabbana leopard flip-flops. So I had to sleep both nights with that light on, but you know what? It wasn't that bad because I sleep with a sleep mask. So it wasn't.
You slept 2 nights with a light on because you couldn't figure out how to turn it off. And after the first night, you went downstairs and out through the foyer and you didn't think to ask at reception, you know the light in the wardrobe, how do you turn that off?
That bad. Okay, so here's pictures of the hallway of my hotel. because I feel like I'm complaining about the room being small, but it was still a really nice little hotel. The next morning, I go down and eat breakfast. I get a Diet Coke, and I do drink a lot of water when I'm gone too, because I know that I should. Because when I'm here, I eat a lot of ice, but I had a lot of water. I had scrambled eggs with cheese and bacon, scrump delicious. I loved watching people
Scrub-delicious. We've not heard that one before.
walk their dogs. I have lots of pictures of my feet, but I will spare you. Here I am going to the event, you guys.
Why did you take pictures of your feet?
This dress is one of my all-time favorite dresses. It's the one that I wore in the Guess model video. Let me get it for you. I've got it here. Okay, that's another thing. When I took that shower, I was so sore. Okay, so sore that my shins ached. You know what I mean? Like, I could tell that wasn't normal walking that I just did. My thighs, my shins, my back, my feet, everything.
There's a lot I'd like to say right now, but I'd probably get this video dinged and it would never go up. I walk every day. No, you don't. You dawdle. You dawdle around where you live so the men can stare at your tits. That's what you do. You finally actually walked and it nearly killed you. How the fuck do you think people who have 12-hour shifts get on? People that have to be on their feet permanently, people that work behind bars, people that work in hospitals, people that work fucking anywhere. I was a bartender and a waitress. Yeah, you probably went from there to here and that's as far as you walked in a shift. I just want to scream.
Was aching, but that's part of it. I always see when I watch the New York Fashion Week vlogs, they always have foot cream and Band-Aids and stuff. I didn't have any of that. So here it is.
The models have foot cream and Band-Aids because they're shoved into shoes that probably don't fit them properly, and they have to be up and down a fucking catwalk looking like they're enjoying it. That is something totally fucking different. You were there for a bit of a shopping jaunt. You weren't walking the catwalk.
Is the dress that I wore to the event. It is the Guess, like a Guess model. It's all the ads that we love so much on a dress, you guys. The sheer sleeves, it could not be better. It could not. I even went in the Guess store down there in Soho. Nothing in there compared to this. This is a medium because I knew it was going to be shorter and I wanted it to be long enough. Because I love it so much, I may spring for the small if they still have it, because I think it might look better in some situations, like up under a blazer like this. But okay, so here you see I put a few waves in my hair because I had to. I wore my heels because I felt like I needed to. I had just talked to the YouTube rep and I said, is this like a business thing or is it fashion-y? She said, oh, I would be fashion-y. Okay. I could have worn jeans and sneakers, you know what I mean? But I did love this outfit. I love those Inez shoes. So I head out to meet the girls at this was such a cool experience. It was the Soho House, and you have to be a member to go there. And we went to the rooftop, and it was 70 degrees. I took this picture. Okay, you guys, I'm sorry. There's so much to this story. Okay, let's back up to the first night.
Oh, please don't. Right, where are we? Can I take a break? I think I'm going to take a break because I've just had her up to here. I need to go and do something else for 10 minutes and then I'll come back and finish it. So if you got this far with me and you haven't pulled all your hair out yet, congratulations, and I will catch you in the second half.